Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So this matchup was second of 3 games in London this year. The Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. And that'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And here's Jones again on second down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. At CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. This defense for the Packers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards to gain that time. Another 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Down to the 22-yard line. The Packers have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 17. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
He's got Bellinger. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers again now. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
What do you mean trying to cheat? What you trying to do?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Play that until I get finished, okay?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
For the Wyverns.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
You can easily be an admin. Twins just gotta make you an admin.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
You need 1 minute, Josh.
From the 44, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag.
Drink it if you want to drink this time. You don't have
more on top of this.
drink.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
He cheating. He cheating.
Brings it down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could
What are you talking about? Adding levels to tang him or something?
Right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep back.
No, that's for the what's called though. I believe. The they call this shit. That's for unofficial. If they own the what's called then.
This is Shepard on the catch. And the tackle going to be
made
at
the 30. I'm pretty sure they do.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock
Nah, the one we in is official. That's like a real service. Oh, I was saying.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He mad, y'all. He mad, y'all.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and move their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
2021 wasn't quite the 11-touchdown outburst that we saw from Robert Tunyon the year prior. A torn ACL cost him half his season, and the Packers still believe he can be the impact player he was 2 years ago after his rehab. Pretty impactful play on that one, and it will move the chains.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Why the fuck is no one trying to go to these damn dudes? Come on, y'all.
Make it second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled
Right, you got some?
shy of the 25.
No, it's not something that you can allow. It's just something that you make.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got
you gotta cook it.
On here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
You gotta get the cooking pot, get the recipe, you just get the recipe and you cook that motherfucker.
They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that
like how we be cooking kill
in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on second down. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Uh-oh.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Rodgers, he'll complete this one to Watson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Come on, Rodgers. I'm not even slinging that bitch.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd
Come on, fool.
Damn.
I'm really just throwing that bitch to this man.
For them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches.
This nigga dropped the interception. What? Come on, don't do that.
Right now, what you're looking for.
Ah, he dropped the fucking interception. Come on.
Teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this
Nigga, it's right. Jair Alexander, bro.
Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
I can't even see the right now. I can't even see the ball placement.
Right now. But not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And his kick is good.
You have to Google it because you don't have the paper. Like, nigga, I just told you that you need the recipe.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field.
No. It's never on. Nah. You just gotta Google it. Nah, nothing will pop up for recipes. You would have to just get the recipes together, then you would have to put that motherfucker in there. You know. Then you just have to wait until it's finished brewing or whatever.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they work this run upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Damn. All right. So everything was good at the base? Yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Come on, Amos. This man throwing it right to you.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get
one interception. That's all we need. We are about 1 fucking point.
This 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL.
Trying to, but they give this nigga bullshit. That's all I can say.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Like that shit there. Like, come on. He's throwing it to me. Jair, what the fuck are you doing getting burnt? Come on now, dude.
Up there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And so just get burnt. You gotta be kidding me. How you fucking fast and get burnt? I'm going to go for it. Let's just go. Dumb shit.
Jones throwing for it.
Thank you. He fucked up. Better hope I don't so.
And now the lead stays at 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
I thought Ryan, this was bad. I fucked up. I actually did fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First down carry by Jones.
What, Josh?
And he gets forward.
All right, sit down. I'll do it in a minute, all right?
It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 49 yards. And the Packers have taken a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he's got it. So the 2-point
oh, Lord, now you got to fight for your life. What you on?
after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm up by 3. I just stopped him from getting a touchdown.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good
I can't have fucking
linebacker
out there on him.
gain the lead right back. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Jones trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Oh my God, they letting this nigga just go underneath the route. I'm telling the motherfucker to watch the running back. Come on now, dog.
Last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
Guys, what I just tell you? Chill out. Alright? Give me a minute, son, alright?
To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw again.
There we go. Down there, fucking Savage. About turn to the fucking pick, nigga.
And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That
was one
Thank you, brother.
saw coming, charging a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting.
Yeah, stop flipping and all that shit.
And he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have
get ready, but I'm just gonna run the ball now.
Center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers.
I'm a dumbass. I threw the ball. I posted. Yeah, I threw intercepted. I posted. Yeah,
seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter.
I did say that.
Damn. And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Pass complete to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Gano's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
What you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, man, I'm good. 22.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us.
What? Get what?
So
we got that. You can we should have some replies.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found.
If not, just remember that Beaver Dam we went to. Yeah, just check those. What's called? Yeah. Did you after you get the pearl, you got rid of everything, right? Alright, remember every time you do, that's how you make it respawn.
Rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game,
yeah. I mean, they do some shit out there regardless.
Plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Giants, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.